Hello everyone, I'm Audrey. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have everyone here today to talk about a topic that I feel is so much fun and I love talking about, and that is just resetting for the new year. I have my whole podcast set up here, and I also have my vision board behind us. Last week, I posted a video on preparing for the new year where we made that vision board, which we'll talk about more in just a minute. Also, in the description, there's a link to the January issue of my digital magazine, Lovelies. If you're interested in a physical copy, I'm working on it, and let me know in the comments down below. I hope everyone is feeling the new energy for the new year. They're feeling motivated, ready to chase their goals. This is a time of new opportunities flooding in, new possibilities, new goals and ambitions, and just the 12 months ahead of us of 2026. If you haven't already started thinking about what this year has in store for you, hopefully this podcast inspires you. We're going to talk about all the ways that we can revamp, level up, and make 2026 truly the best year yet. Now, I know the holidays are busy, New Year's everything, but probably now you're settling back into your routine, maybe school starting again, your job starting again, or you're really just ready to lock back in, lock into a schedule. I really want to talk more about my vision board and why it is so important and so fun to create one. You can make a vision board online. I personally like making a physical vision board to hang on my wall. So I went on Pinterest and I printed out all of the photos. I cut out different quotes, different pictures that matched my goals. Here's a little sneak peek. If you want to hear more in depth, go to my preparing for the new year video. But truly the act of making this vision board, setting my goals, finding images of each of them, printing them out, it really just brings them to life. And I read online, vision boards keep one's desires in the forefront of their mind. The visual reminders of one's goals activates the brain's reticular activating system to be aware of these opportunities in life. It also uses visualization to make emotional connections to goals, making them feel more achievable and driving action. Basically, it's putting this in your subconscious mind, so then in your everyday life, you're almost seeking the opportunities of what you put on your vision board. I also read online that they turn abstract dreams into tangible images. This improves clarity on your goals, so you then act in alignment with your aspirations. This makes them important in your subconscious mind. What I would suggest you do is to go onto Pinterest, find images that match your goals, match your energy for the new year, goals you're working towards, add quotes that inspire you, and really have fun creating this vision board. You can also add stickers, ribbon. I've stuck seashells on my vision boards in the past. Really just make it your own. You're going to be constantly reminded of these goals, and you'll simply just start living in alignment with them. I've been doing this for years now, and I can say that vision boards truly do work. To help with really identifying the goals you want though, journaling is so helpful. I love journaling. I love finding journal prompts. Highly suggest sitting down with your journal and really discovering what your aspirations are. And I talked more about specific journal prompts in last week's video. Definitely make sure you go check that out. I think it's good not only to journal to figure out what you want to carry into the new year, but also maybe what you want to change. Now I want to talk about keeping up with these goals. We've now set them, we've now made the vision board. In the new year, how do we truly keep up with them? Monthly resets are so important. Cleaning your space, planning for the month, planning your top goals, your top priorities for the month. If you have a planner, which I personally like the planners from PPA, they really help you to do this and to just set your top priorities. But I think it just remotivates you for the month, gets you back on track. I definitely recommend rereading your goals and just seeing what the next steps are. You can also do journal prompts for the new month saying what worked for you, what didn't, and then carrying what's been working for you into the new month and letting go of the things that weren't serving you. Also, while we're resetting for the new year right now, you can set main objectives for each month right now. For example, let's say I wanted to launch a business this year. Let's say in January, I want to make the product idea. Then in February, February, I want to order the supplies and make a couple sample products. Then March, maybe I want to send out a couple packages as PR to influencers, and I want to start marketing my brand on social media. I could say in April, my goal is to launch the business, launch the website. Maybe my goal in May would be to make enough sales to start making a profit, etc. So kind of look at your greater goal, like, oh, starting a business. Look at the different goals to get there each month. And I think as long as you're moving in the right direction, that is what is important. Maybe it didn't work out to get as many followers as you thought. That is totally okay. As long as you are working towards getting there and putting in the effort, just taking a step forward each day is how we're going to get there. But really breaking up your goals into each month just makes them more tangible. Now I want to talk a bit about our wellness. It is important to take care of ourselves, take care of our bodies, our souls. This body, this vessel is yours. You need to take care of it. For example, mindfulness, even just 10 minutes of mindfulness a day reduces depression and anxiety. I personally feel like mindfulness is something I want to get more into, even if it's just starting with 5 minutes a day. The mornings where I'm stressed out, I will do some morning breath work or morning mindfulness. It will make me feel so much better. Taking this time to slow down, reconnect with your breath allows you to be truly present, which is something I feel like in the new year is so important. Wake up early enough to give yourself the time to take the morning slow. No one likes being in a rush, walking out the door practically with wet hair, putting on their makeup in the car, eating their food to go. It is just so stress inducing. I will always choose waking up an hour earlier than rushing, although I somehow end up taking too much time and rushing anyways, which is definitely something I need to work on. Additionally to mindfulness, breath work, like I said, there's actually several types of breath work. There is, first of all, box breathing, which is where you breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold for another 4. This helps turn off your fight or flight mode. We also have diaphragmatic breathing, which is where you put one hand on your chest and one on your stomach, and you focus on breathing in your stomach to increase the air entering your lungs, helping with focus and decreasing negative emotions. Then there's 4-7-8 breathing, which is where you breathe in for 4, hold for 7, and breathe out for 8. This helps with staying calm, lowering your heart rate, and going to bed earlier. I would say just try it, see how you feel. I also think yoga is so beneficial, and also just walking and also stretching as well. There's ones you can do at your desk, just like standing stretches on YouTube for 5 minutes. This truly just helps me to feel present and refreshed. I want to talk a little bit about nutrition. I'm no nutritionist. I can't say, oh, eat this, eat that. But what I can say is that drinking water is probably the most important thing you can do for yourself. Clears out your system. It's good for your skin. It's good for your brain. In the new year, we can definitely get those water bottles where we can track. In terms of food, balance between protein, carbs, fats, vitamins, and minerals is so important. I would be so interested in actually like reading and making a whole episode about different vitamins, the foods you can get them from. For example, some sources of vitamin A would be beef, fish, cheese, eggs, sweet potatoes, milk, spinach. Some sources of vitamin C would be fruits and veggies. At college, I'm lucky enough to have a kitchen. I'm already thinking about meals for the new year. I'm like, okay, I can get sweet potatoes and dice it with ground beef, or I can have like chicken with cashew butter dressing with rice and avocado. My favorite sources of healthy fats are definitely macadamia nuts, almonds, avocado, olive oil, salmon. I would totally make meal inspo, make meal ideas for everyone, incorporating the essential vitamins and minerals and fibers and protein. Let me know if you're interested in that. A great way that you can take care of yourself and your body in the new year is either getting into cooking, getting into meal prepping. Maybe you can buy from HelloFresh or Green Chef. I personally really want to do that next year. Getting one of these meal subscriptions is a great idea. And I want to talk a bit about beauty and hygiene. Now that we're feeling our best with our wellness, we also want to look our best and feel the most confident. In order to be our most confident selves, we want to look our best. This means having a skincare routine that works for you. My favorite lotion is the Bioma moisturizer. It leaves my skin feeling so soft and hydrated. Also, taking supplements like collagen is really good for your hair health, your skin health, your nail health, everything. Just really doing things for your lymphatic drainage. A gua sha, a dry brush, but also getting teeth whitening strips, maybe doing those once or twice a week. Moisturizing daily. I personally like having my moisturizer plus a body oil and just exfoliating and moisturizing, hair oiling, having manicures and pedicures. Something that I personally don't do but really want to get is a hair mask that I can do once a week. I think this is good just to keep your hair healthy. But those are all the little ideas I had for self-care to kind of stay feeling beautiful, keep up with looking put together and feeling put together. I feel like I could talk so much longer about preparing for the new year, but it is actually Christmas Eve when I'm filming this just because I was feeling inspired. Also, I'm going off in a couple of days for vacation, so I kind of just wanted to film this right now. I'm gonna go cook with my family, but I'm so happy that I was able to talk on here while I was inspired and get to talk in this fun microphone. I love feeling like I have a podcast, which I don't, but I do have a whole podcast series here on my YouTube channel. I plan on making a podcast. I think this summer I'm really going to start it and get consistent with long form podcasts. That is one of my goals in the new year. But I'm so excited for everything to come. Also, just so excited for all these past videos I've been putting out. If you haven't seen my prepping for New Year video, go check that out. And also my Christmas haul. If you're interested in seeing some meals I made and cooked, I also have a video I came out with a couple of weeks ago that I would love for you to watch. I hope everyone is feeling inspired. Please like and subscribe. I think we can keep each other going towards our goals, creating our dream life, and truly making 2026 our best year yet. So stay tuned, follow along. I hope everyone has a great day. Bye!